Summer is heating up, and so is our local economy. From sizzling business deals to community connections, News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Potami app are here to keep you in the know. Download the Radio Potami app to stay informed and entertained. Whether it's local market updates, summer events, or the weather, we've got you covered. Support local, stay connected, and tune in to the pulse of Rio Grande Valley business. News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Potami app, where local business matters.
Some parts of Texas under a heat advisory and others seeing triple-digit heat. Cities are trying to keep everybody safe.
The city of Dallas is reminding people who have to work or play outside to drink plenty of water. Councilman Adam Basil-Dua says alcohol will not keep you hydrated.
There's time for the alcohol, but when the heat's out, let's watch it.
He says you can also take steps to control your electric bill.
Conserve energy by using large appliances in off-peak hours, or try not to use them at all.
Dallas and other cities in Texas have partnered with Reliant Energy to serve drinks and snacks at community centers. Reliant's also donating portable cooling units. People who need help paying electric bills can also visit 211texas.org. Alan Skaya, TSN News.
You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV. It's AccuWeather time. AccuWeather this hour made possible by Martin Farm and Ranch. It's going to be a scorcher. Make sure you have, for your cattle, Purina liquid feed. See good old Dougie at Martin Farm and Ranch, and he's got what you need. Jeff Nordine from AccuWeather joining us on 710 KURV. Does he have what we need? Temperatures under 100, Jeffy.
Sorry to be so blunt. You got me now?
Oh, it's okay.
All right. Well, so today, mid-90s, low 100s. It's windy under clouds and sunshine. And then tomorrow, right off the bat, we're going to be in the upper 80s to mid-90s. And we're looking at some thunder showers to push through, becoming a little bit more steady on Friday. And then as we go into the weekend, there's still a couple pop-up thunderstorms. Otherwise, it's generally dry and temps will be much nicer. Ready for this?
I'm waiting with bated breath.
I'm sure you are. Mid to upper 80s, low 90s coming up.
Ah, really?
Yep.
Starting when?
Friday.
Friday. That's still a ways away, but
or
still.
Friday.
I keep forgetting it's Wednesday. I don't know. I thought this week would be much longer for me, but it's not.
Oh, trust me, it's been a long one for me.
Time is relative, Jeffy. Yes.
Yes, it is.
But we're getting some showers and thunderstorms this week. When does the fun begin?
The fun begins starting tomorrow. And again, it's more or less in the form of a thunder shower. That'll be turning into showers overnight. And then on Friday, we're looking at a little bit more of that steady rain and thunder. It's all from the Gulf, but it is not from any kind of tropical disturbance. And speaking of, might as well quickly here while we got a little bit of time. Tropical Coverage 2025. Go ahead with the sponsor if you have one.
We have many of our proud sponsors for Tropical Coverage 2025. McAfee Insurance, Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and AC, Lee's Pharmacy. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
All right. Unfortunately, there's no update for the Atlantic. We really aren't looking at anything. Again, that time frame between tomorrow and, let's see here, tomorrow's Thursday, and Friday could bring some moisture across Mexico. The moisture that I was talking about for tomorrow and Friday, again, is not directly related to what is now Hurricane Eric in the Eastern Pacific. That being said, we're going to keep an eye on that since it did get to hurricane status.
All right. And there's nothing. Oh, any update on the one that was supposed to be heading towards our coast?
That's Hurricane Eric right now, and currently sitting just off of the west coast of Central America. So we'll see what that does. The path right now will take it a little bit more to the north and west. We'll see when and if it makes that sharp turn into the Gulf.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeff. Appreciate it. That's Jeff Nordine from AccuWeather joining us on News Talk 710 KURV. It is 12 minutes after the hour on the Valley's Morning News. Several Texas Democrats reportedly thinking of challenging U.S. Senator John Cornyn, Big John Cornyn, in the 2026 election. Cornyn already faces a challenge in the GOP primary from Attorney General Ken Paxton. Beto O'Rourke may enter the race, who unsuccessfully ran for senator once, governor once, and for president. Former U.S. Congressman Colin Allred of Dallas, who lost his challenge to Senator Ted Cruz last year, also reportedly thinking of running, as well as U.S. Congressman Joaquin Castro of San Antonio and State Rep James Tallarico of Austin. So this Senate race that's coming up, it's set to be a banger, that's for sure. We got some heavy hitters in this one. You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV. This is the Valley's morning news for Wednesday. What is Camp University? Find out coming up next on News Talk 710 KURV.
Progressive Insurance can protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, RV, and more. In short, a lot of things. Bundle today at progressive.com.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that and more. If you're worried about things like low testosterone, Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions. McAllen area, call 956-803-0058 and in Harlingen, 956-368-5247. That's drt'sprimarycare.com.
You know Martin Farm and Ranch as the Valley's premier Purina feed dealer.
We're so much more than a feed store. Come on in.
Stay Tough Superior Fence Products.
Yeah, we got it.
Electric fencing, parts and supplies.
Yep, we got that too. Show feed and supplements. We got them. Deer feeders and blinds. We got them.
Live animals and pet supplies.
Got a hungry dog? We can help you. Martin Farm and Ranch Supply. So much more than a feed store. Just look for the horse.
Tune in for the Michael Berry Show, weeknights starting at 6 on News Talk 710 KURV, KURV.com, and on the Radio Potterme app.
Download the free app for 710 KURV and all our sister stations at Radio United. Crisp, clear audio and access to previous programs from 710 KURV only at Radio Potterme. Download it. It's free. I see the word camp, and I'm thinking summer, because summer is all about camps, but this is a different type of camp you need to know about. It is Can Achieve Maximum Potential, and I think we're going to bless your life this morning, introducing many of y'all to this ministry. It's kingdom work on behalf of individuals that need a little bit of extra direction, a little extra help from time to time. Pam Voss is executive director of CAMP, Camp. So give me the thumbnail sketch of the history of Camp and what y'all do day to day.
Camp University was designed to help those adults that have disabilities and special needs after high school so that they have a place that they can grow and achieve their maximum potential.
We're talking about individuals, again, through high school is fine.
After high school.
But this is after high school, where folk from Down syndrome to autism, just folks that need a little bit.
Intellectually delayed.
Yeah, they need a little extra help. So you, instead of going to adult daycare at age 18, Camp provides what day to day?
We provide a myriad of activities throughout the day that are fun and engaging, that help them with their life skills and their social skills to keep their minds active. And they also form such deep friendships with each other. Mm-hmm. They're very protective of each other. And it's a safe place to have your child at when you are at work, or even if you need to do something else besides work, but you get a break. It's also a break for the families.
For the caretaker. Yeah, I can see that. And it's a break of what, like 4 or 5 hours?
We begin at 9, okay. And it lasts until 3 o'clock, although some families can come as early as 8:15 if they need to, and we're open for that service. And this just gives everyone a place that's their own, that's safe, that needs that help. And then it gives all the family members a break, because when you think about a 24-hour day, and you have 6 hours where your child is being taken care of, you still have another 18 hours to deal every day with helping your adult child. And that's a huge responsibility. So we're here to help. And
I suspect that for many listeners of the KURV and folks that are viewing online, this is the first time they hear about camp. Again, Can Achieve Maximum Potential has been around for several
Since
years.
2007.
Since
it was
2007, it's been
founded.
around. And it's a great ministry. It is a collection, a family bringing together, again, 18 years and older. You have, I'm sure, various ages.
We have a couple of into their 40s.
Okay. And some of them, you explained to me, some of them might learn skills that might be used. For example, they might get, some of them, a job like at a restaurant or something like that?
Yes, we've had some of our campers actually hold jobs, and that is also something that we work on.
Okay.
It's not always what happens, but we want to prepare them as much as possible.
Okay.
And we're also trying to find a niche that we could produce and make and sell that would also be like having a job. So
Pam Voss is executive director of Can Achieve Maximum Potential. Now, I brought her to the studio because there's an event, an activity, fundraiser as well at the campus. We'll talk a bit more about that here in just a little bit. So you stand by, because I want all of you to make a long line and go buy some lemonade here on Thursday of this week on the 19th. Okay, so take me through the day. It starts early in the morning, 8-ish in the morning, 9 o'clock. What happens during a typical day at camp?
first of all, they have a little bit of socialization.
Okay.
We actually take their phones and put them in a safe place so that they're not on their device all day long, and they're forced to visit and play games or work on a puzzle, or just sometimes they come in and eat their breakfast before we get started with our actual lessons that start at 9:30.
And how big is the group, más o menos?
Between 30 and 35.
That's a pretty good group.
It's kind of a big group.
Yeah, I can just see the beginning of the day where they come into the facility and, hey, what's going on? Is that they talk, they greet each other, high five, and
Always,
start talking
always.
about whatever on it. And it's weekdays, right? Like Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday,
Right.
year round.
Okay, so it's a good place for them to be at for several hours during the day. They have activities. Some of them, as you mentioned, maybe a little bit of training, or perhaps getting a job. Those folks that can do something like that. So one of the activities that we have this week on the 19th at your campus, at the camp campus, which is where, by the way?
4200 North Main, on the corner of Nolana and Main, across from Milam Elementary in McAllen. And we
used to be the Central Christian
Yes, sir.
Church. Okay, everybody knows. Well, around here, everybody knows where Central Christian is. So it's 4200 North Main. That is the campus. And this coming Thursday, the 19th. So tell me about this activity and fundraiser.
We've been trying to impress upon our campers the importance of business skills. And so we are going to have our second annual lemonade stand where we will be using fresh lemons and prepping them. Each group will have a chance to prep and then sell the lemonade and learn customer service skills and what it takes to run a business, counting your cups and how much ice do you need.
Yeah.
So it's all kinds of learning is thrown into this activity, which is also a fundraiser.
Yeah. You're going to need a little extra sugar for mine. I like mine real sweet.
It is delicious.
Yeah.
I can assure you of that.
I'm okay with the, for example, the Chick-fil-A really tart lemonade, but I prefer mine Texas sweet. So they'll be selling it for donations or a specific
It's for
price?
donations. We are not asking for a certain amount, but people are very generous. And I've had the fortune of seeing some police officers last year when I was out to lunch, and I handed them my business card and said, please come. We love all the safety officers in the community. So they love all first responders of any kind. So it's fun when special people come.
Well,
it's fun when anybody comes.
Be a part of the lemonade stand at camp. Can Achieve Maximum Potential. Again, we got a group of about 30, 40 folks that are part of the camp family. They'll be producing fresh squeezed lemonade. And I know that on a hot South Texas day, that's going to go down real good. What time do you start the lemonade stand?
12:30 to 2. And it's a drive-through and easy to find. Easy. We'll have people pointing you in the right direction, and you will be helping camp in many ways. So we appreciate
You guys have been doing this for a while, right? Like the annual
We
lemonade
started
stand?
this last summer.
Oh, how'd it go last summer?
It
then?
was amazing.
Okay.
When it was suggested to me, I thought, well, who knows? And sure enough, we had quite the people that cared.
Was the line snaking back to Nolana and around the corner, or how did you do it?
Actually, people even made donations online on our website, and they didn't even come, but they heard about it and they wanted to support us. So there are donations that can be made on our website.
All right. So what is the website if folks want to participate?
www.campuniversity.org.
Campuniversity.org, campuniversity.org. I'm sure you can make a donation now for this wonderful ministry, Can Achieve Maximum Potential. Again, these are folks, Down syndrome, maybe on the spectrum, autism, folks are a bit more affected by that. They have some learning disabilities. They are adults. They're 18 and older. They get together. They're a family. Right now, it's a family of up más o menos 30 to 40 on a weekday basis. But I'm sure, and I ask you this, I don't want to put you on the spot, but there's already talk maybe expanding sometime in the future, Lord willing. You got the acreage or the land for that.
We have the land for it, and I have been encouraging my board to help look in the future, what's going to happen in 5 years from now, what's going to happen in 10 years from now, and where are we going. And we have been doing some strategic planning because there is a need.
I was just reminded of a conversation, a heart to heart I had with somebody who's very involved in camp, and I never thought of it this way. What the parents, the caretakers, specifically the parents of Down syndrome, autism spectrum folks, learning disabled folks who are adults. This is a great activity for them every single weekday, right? Like 9 o'clock in the morning till early afternoon. But then at some point, the parents, and a lot of parents think about this, like, okay, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years will go by. At some point, the Lord is going to call me home. And then what? With my child, adult child with special, then what? And I know those are conversations that are being had right now at camp. So how we can help, or what our community can do, and how maybe camp can evolve into a more, hopefully, I pray, a more permanent facility, home with their family until, so anyway, just stay tuned for that. I'm hoping that we can get some good news. Meantime, we got the fundraiser, the lemonade stand, Thursday the 19th, starting at around 11 in the morning, right?
12:30.
12:30, Berlin.
12:30 to 2.
12:30 to 2. Make an online donation if you don't want to be stuck in traffic on Olana trying to get your lemonade. You can go to campuniversity.org, campuniversity.org. If you miss this lemonade stand, there's another one coming up around the corner. When is that?
That is going to be July the 9th. Wednesday, July the 9th.
Okay. Oh, and you were telling me that's because the first one is Thursday.
Yes.
Because you got like a Tuesday, Thursday setup class, and then you got a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. So that way each segment of the class, right, has its own access to.
Each group gets to do all of the activities that it takes to run a business.
Well, we look forward to hearing more about camp. There might be like a talent show, right, sometime in the fall. Anything special for Christmas? You guys do anything special for Christmas?
We always do special
like
things
party,
at Christmas.
like
It's a beautiful season, and they love Santa Claus when he comes to visit. It's a treat.
Yeah. And of course the big fundraiser sometime next year. We'll talk about that as well. Anything else you want folks to know? Maybe a call to volunteers.
We always need volunteers. If you know someone that has a child that might benefit, please give us a call. And we're always looking for donors.
Pam Voss, Executive Director of Can Achieve Maximum Potential. It is called campuniversity.org, campuniversity.org. It is based in McAllen. And please join us for the Lemonade fundraiser on Thursday, the 19th, and then also on Wednesday, July 9th. Lord bless you, friend. Thanks for stopping by.
Bless you.
You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV, Valley's Morning News for Wednesday. News, a service of Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. It's a boom in new home construction that might be coming to Texas as a result of laws passed by the legislature in this year's session. State lawmakers overrode city zoning codes to allow smaller homes to be built on smaller lots and to allow apartments to be built in former retail and commercial buildings in the state's largest cities. The legislature also changed a state law that allowed property owners to block nearby construction of new homes. Texas has a huge influx of new residents, leading to a housing shortage and higher prices. Former President Joe Biden is coming to Galveston on Thursday for a Juneteenth event. The Galveston Police Department asked the Galveston County Sheriff's Office for assistance with security. Biden will attend the Juneteenth celebration at the Reedy Chapel. That's the wrong story. I apologize. The Texas medical marijuana industry and the Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick hope that Governor Abbott sign SB 3 into law. It would put thousands of stores that sell products with THC like Delta 8 and Delta 9 out of business. SMU political scientist Cal Gilson says the few players in the medical pot business have sunk a lot of money into lobbying lawmakers.
So I think that the governor will look for some kind of expansion of medical marijuana, perhaps fairly broadly, but place limits on what was a burgeoning convenience marijuana market.
He believes Abbott will sign another bill that would allow for more medical marijuana dispensaries and would expand conditions for patients to qualify. Governor Abbott has signed a series of bills designed to help small business owners in Texas.
The governor says small businesses employ about half of all employees in the state. The bills he signed will speed up operations at the Texas Secretary of State's office, block cities from imposing their own regulations on some home-based businesses, and require state agencies to improve their websites.
They'll need to be updated, and this ensures that every website portal where anybody is going to be trying to do business or connecting with the state of Texas in any way is over the course of the next year or so, those are going to be updated.
The governor says the new laws will help keep Texas the best state for business. Stephen Pickering, TSN News.
You're listening to the News Talk 710 KURV Valley's Morning News for Wednesday. We got to check out sports coming up.
Is your commercial building ready for tropical season? Man, all it's going to take is one gully washer to shut you down for Lord knows how many weeks, potentially. Got to fix that leaky roof or maybe that weak roof. And see, that the latter is the worst one. I'm happy to present to you good folks at Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing and my friend Dale Johnson, who I've talked about for years. Dale Johnson, top commercial roofer in the region, and he's bringing to us Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. You make sure that commercial roofing system of yours is waterproof. And as I told you, knowing that you have a leak, that's a problem. Not knowing that you have a weak commercial roof that is about to expose you to all that water coming into the building, shutting down production, ruining equipment, expensive equipment, and embarrassing you in front of your client. Called Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing, 125 plus years of experience, expanded services that we haven't seen before, valued warranties, cutting edge roof installation and repair technology for your businesses, all those buildings, even your home if you got one of those flat, low pitch roofs. And of course, the advanced waterproofing solutions I know that you need at your commercial sites, especially if you're building, you got something on paper you're about to build here. You need Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing. Call my friend Dale Johnson. Start that conversation at 956-655-6178.
Hi there. My name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions, huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Hereth my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Getteth with the times.
With the times? You're playing the lute.
Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen Report.
Later tonight, tune in for Houston Astros baseball as they visit the Oakland A's. First pitch at 9:05. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women, Mission Economic Development Corporation, and News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
With your TSN Sports Minute, I'm Jacob Ray. The Texas Rangers hosted the Kansas City Royals for game one of a 3-game set, but in typical Rangers fashion, the offense stalled once again. Texas ended up losing this one 6-1. The Astros were in Sacramento to take on the A's, and top prospect Cam Smith showed up in a big way.
He drills one high and deep. Forget about it. Back-to-back jacks for Cam Smith. And the Astros lead 4-0. Dana Brown said they'd come in bunches. 2-2 at bats.
2 homers from Cam Smith led the Astros to a 13-3 win. I'm Jacob Ray, and this has been your TSN Sports Minute.
The Panthers, for the second straight year, get to raise Lord Stanley Cup after taking out the Oilers 5-1 in Game 6 from Sunrise. Edmonton hasn't won the Cup since 1990. Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton is reportedly dealing with a strained right calf and will undergo an MRI, but has no plans to miss Game 6 against the Thunder Thursday night in Indy, with OKC leading the NBA Finals 3-2. Rafael Devers, couple of hits and an RBI in his San Francisco debut, but the Giants fall to the Guardians. That's sports. I'm Ronta Moss.
Your 710 KURV AccuWeather forecast is windy with clouds and sunshine, a high of 95 to 100 for today. Then we're clear in the overnight, down to about 80. Tomorrow, sunshine, few clouds, and afternoon spotty thunderstorm, 93. Then we're going to see rain and storms throughout Friday, 89. Saturday, clouds and sunshine, some very wide-spaced thunderstorms still around, 91. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Jeff Nordine on the Valley's official weather station, 710 KURV.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nordine. Much love to our weather sponsors, Martin Farm and Ranch in Edinburgh and Rivera's Machinery on the Expressway in Donna. Let's take a check of your border bridge wait times on 710 KURV. And it's a real easy check because there's literally no delay everywhere. Well, actually, no, that's kind of a lie. 30 minutes at far, but that's about it. Everything else about 10 minutes or less. You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV. In the event a tropical system were to threaten the valley, trust 710 KURV to keep you informed during hurricane season. That's Tropical Coverage 2025, and that's made possible by McAfee Insurance and Lee's Pharmacy and Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and AC. We have a check of your money coming up.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves with Active Liver from New Nordic. Find in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or Amazon, or newnordicusa.com.
God bless all my friends and family at every El Pato restaurant. It's Mama's Kitchen. It's Abuelita's Kitchen. It's our recipes, the awesome South Texas Tex-Mex Mexican food. El Pato, ooh, they represent. You call them up, get a bag full of breakfast tacos, the breakfast patos, chorizo and egg and bean, potato, cheese, ham, bacon, you name it. Just like Ama, she'd make all of us are chiflados because Mom would make exactly what we would ask, right? That's El Pato. Flour tortillas fresh off the skillet. You fill them up with what you love. Right now, the big special at every El Pato restaurant is the fajita pato plate, which flour tortilla, fresh off the skillet, all beautiful, smells wonderful. Put some beef fajitas in there, sizzling beef fajitas, and then the rice and the bean. Your choice on the rice, ranchero bean or the refried beans. I love them both. The Mexican rice, and then the 2 enchiladas. Could be the cheese enchiladas with a beautiful yellow cheese and the gravy. Oh my goodness, it's so good. My mouth watering just thinking about it. Or chicken enchiladas with a yellow cheese on top. Plus the drink, and amazing, only $9.99 at all El Pato restaurants in the Valley.
Tune in to the 956 Drive Home every Thursday afternoon starting at 5:07 for Dr. Rachel Gelman's Vision, a closer look at the health of your eyesight with board-certified and fellowship-trained ophthalmic surgeon Dr. Rachel Gelman on News Talk 710 KURV.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the Cal at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
In moments of change, the greatest opportunities arise. This could be your time to shine and grow. At News Talk 710 KURV, we make it simple with tailored promotions, live mentions, and a strong presence across our social media platforms to ensure your business gets noticed and thrives. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, this is your chance. Call us today at 956-992-8895 and let's talk about your business on News Talk 710 KURV, helping put your business on the map.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. U.S. banking giant JP Morgan is launching its alternative to a stablecoin called JPMD. The new product is a so-called deposit token that's designed to serve as a digital representation of commercial bank money. JP Morgan said the benefit of launching a deposit token over a stablecoin is the close connection with traditional banking systems. Jeffrey Hinton, the computer scientist known as a godfather of AI, says the technology he helped create is getting increasingly scary, and not enough people are taking the risks of artificial intelligence seriously. He adds that he believes there is a 10 to 20% chance that AI will displace humans completely. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy said the company's corporate workforce will shrink in the coming years as it adopts more artificial intelligence tools and agents. Jassy wrote that employees should learn how to use AI tools and experiment how to get more done with smaller teams. Futures are slightly higher ahead of the Fed's interest rate decision. Tuesday, the Dow Industrial lost 299. That's Your Money Now.
Meta is testing what is called spoiler text on its Threads platform. The text that's grayed out and can only be read when a user manually taps on the gray bar that's over the text. It's like a scratch off, but online. It helps with things like not spoiling a plot twist or an ending for a movie, TV show, or book. It's a popular feature on platforms like Reddit and on Discord. It can also be used to blur out the text or images that might be uncomfortable for some other people. A bill to regulate crypto has passed the Senate. The bipartisan vote Tuesday was seen as a win for the crypto industry, which has lobbied for the bill that would regulate stable coins. Those are a type of cryptocurrency tied to an asset like the US dollar, whereas most crypto is valued based on market fluctuations. And we all know how those can go, am I right? Cheerios is discontinuing 3 of its new flavors. The popular breakfast cereal introduced several new flavors this year, but General Mills says it'll stop making 3 of those. They are chocolate peanut butter Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios Minis, and Honey Nut Cheerios Medley Oat Crunch. Not Honey Nut Cheerios itself, but just those under that particular line there. You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV, and AccuWeather this hour made possible by Martin Farm and Ranch and Rivera's Machinery on the Expressway in Donna. We are very warm with periods of clouds and sun. We got temperatures in the upper 90s, maybe even 100 in some spots. And we got some rain starting tomorrow through the weekend. You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV, Valley's morning news for, Wednesday. That's right, we're in the middle of the week. That's why I wanted to say M. Coming up, headlines from Fox News.
At Rivera's Machinery in Donna, they're bringing the best deals on Coyote equipment to your job site, your farm, or your backyard. Right now, take advantage of 0% interest or up to $6,000 cash back on Coyote track loaders and skid steers. These are machines built for maximum performance no matter the task. But don't stop there. They're also offering fantastic savings on Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. And whether you're hauling something, mowing, tackling other big jobs, Coyote has the equipment to help you get it done. If you're looking for great deals and great service from a team that treats you like family, look no further than Rivera's Machinery and Coyote. Start your next project right. Visit Rivera's Machinery in Donna or browse their deals when it suits you at mynewtractor.com. That's their website, mynewtractor.com. Rivera's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
pain management specialist, Dr. Dennis Slavin, on patients who've had back surgery but are still in pain.
Many patients I see who have undergone back surgery complain that the ugly pain radiating down their thigh and leg is still present. What's worse, they're told there's nothing else that can be done and are stuck to a life of limited physical activity and reliance on pain medication. I may have the answer for you: spinal cord stimulation. I have a treatment specific for this radiating discomfort called neuropathic pain. This treatment has been around since the 1960s, but with recent computer modeling technique, delivery of precise electrical signals can replace that pain with a massaging sensation that translates to less pain, less reliance on pain meds, and return to an active life. This technology is cutting edge and lives in a comfortable room at my office. Patients are amazed by the pain relief. They wonder why they waited so long to be feeling better at last.
Learn more about Feeling Better at Last by signing on to feelingbetteratLast.com or call Dr. Slavin 973-0565.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
News that affects you and your family.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV, the Valley's Morning News for Wednesday. I'm Zach Cantu along with show producer Fred Cruz, and we got temperatures already in the lower 80s across deep South Texas. News on 710 KURV, a service of Jay Gonzalez. Injury attorneys ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Iran's supreme leader says in a national address there will be no surrender to Israel and warns U.S. intervention would result in irreparable damage. Fox's Jonathan Savage on this sixth day of the conflict.
Israel says more than 50 fighter jets took part in raids on Tehran this morning, striking a factory that makes centrifuges for Iran's nuclear program. Thousands are said to be fleeing the city following urgent advice from the Israeli government. Iran, meanwhile, sent 2 rounds of missiles towards Israel in the early hours.
No injuries reported there. A federal judge blocks a Trump administration passport policy.
Judge Julia Kobik's ruling means that transgender or non-binary people who are without a passport or need to apply for a new one can request a male, female, or X identification marker instead of being limited to the marker that matches the gender assigned at birth.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. America's listening to Fox News.
15 to the top of the hour on News Talk 710 KURV. Recently renovated park in Mission has been damaged by vandals. The city shared pictures on social media yesterday showing damage to a restroom at Lions Park. Authorities believe the damage happened over the weekend. The pictures showed a broken mirror and damage to the toilet paper, paper towel, and hand soap dispensers. The city warned that vandalizing public property is a crime and that these actions have consequences. The Hidalgo School District has a new superintendent. The district named J.A. Gonzalez as the sole finalist for the position last month. The district announced his official appointment as superintendent in a press release this week. Gonzalez has spent nearly 30 years as an educator, including serving as a superintendent for the Harlingen and McAllen school districts. The district is currently planning an event to welcome and introduce Gonzalez to the community. Several Texas Democrats are reportedly thinking of challenging U.S. Senator John Cornyn in the 2026 election. Cornyn already faces a challenge in the GOP primary from Ken Paxton, the Attorney General of Texas. Beto O'Rourke, who has unsuccessfully run for senator, governor, and president, might enter the race. Former Congressman Colin Allred of Dallas, who lost his challenge to U.S. Senator Ted Cruz last year, also reportedly thinking of running. So are U.S. Congressman Joaquin Castro of San Antonio and State Representative James Tellerico of Austin. 13 to the top of the hour on News Talk 710 KURV. The state of Texas is seeking an execution date for the first person in the U.S. to be put to death for a murder conviction linked to shaken baby syndrome.
58-year-old Robert Robertson was convicted in 2003 of killing his 2-year-old daughter. New evidence suggests that Nikki's death was not due to shaken baby syndrome, but undiagnosed pneumonia, sepsis, and the effects of prescribed medication. Brian Wharton was the lead detective.
He's an innocent man, and we are very close to killing him.
Robertson's attorney filed an objection to the Texas execution request. Gretchen Swin.
All these medical experts, highly qualified people, have looked at this, and yet so far there has been no new trial for Robert.
In Austin, Chris Fox, TSN News.
The Texas Attorney General has launched an investigation into non-citizens who may have voted in the 2024 election.
This announcement comes after a referral from the Texas Secretary of State's office after Texas was allowed to access information related to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services SAVE database, and that was made possible after President Donald Trump signed an executive order handing over that database to state election offices. Attorney General Ken Paxton says he will be using the full weight of his office to investigate voter fraud. Paxton has already secured indictments against 6 people in Frio County over a possible vote harvesting scheme. Eric Bushman, TSN News.
You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV. This is the Valley's Morning News for Wednesday. Up next is a check of weather, border bridge, lots more news and information you need to know. That's coming up.
Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health.
Co-medical director for DHR Health Rehab Hospital, double board certified in physical medicine and rehab.
Summer is heating up, and so is our local economy. From sizzling business deals to community connections, News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Potami app are here to keep you in the know. Download the Radio Potami app to stay informed and entertained. Whether it's local market updates, summer events, or the weather, we've got you covered. Support local, stay connected, and tune in to the pulse of Rio Grande Valley business. News Talk 710.